Well, hello, dear friends, and welcome to another round of Beer Thursday. We are so excited that you're here to listen to us yet again on another Thursday.
And how?
So Shane and I thought we were talking off mic about, what should we do a podcast about? And I thought, how about we talk about things that are creepy, that maybe they creep us out, whether it be, like
just in time for Christmas.
just in time for Christmas. Exactly. Yes. So,
or for New Year's.
So we hope you enjoy this very special Christmas edition of Beer Thursday. Jingle bells, motherfuckers.
I can't believe we haven't done this yet. We've talked a lot about ghosts and gross foods.
Yeah.
So how did you get the idea for this?
Well, I was thinking about the other day, I was listening to a local radio station, and somebody had mentioned that they had this, they found this, it was a roach that was crawling around on their pillow. And it just really creeped them out.
That's pretty creepy, yeah.
And that made me think, I was like, roaches creep me out. And it's not like they're harmless. It's not like they can hurt you. They're not going to bite you. But the ones that really get me are the ones, the big ones are really, I think they're called water bugs. Yeah. But the ones that fly, those are the ones that get me.
That's just wrong that those things fly. That should not be.
That should not be. Yeah. Yeah. But roaches, very high on the list of things that creep me out.
We associate them with being dirty, but are they necessarily dirty?
Well, if they're dirty,
you're a dirty roach. You're so dirty.
Well, I don't know. I don't know that they're necessarily dirty. I mean, it's like a dog. They say a dog's mouth is cleaner than your own, but they eat their own shit.
Mouth is cleaner. Yeah, maybe. Maybe we should do a round on things that everybody says, but there's no way they could be true. Yeah,
I love they say it. Who are these they? Because they have no scientific proof.
Okay, now I did find this real quick, but this is from a pest people. What do you call it? Exterminator.
Yeah.
This is what they have to say. Reynolds Pest Management. Now, so they're going to be biased against roaches, of course. We need to look for the pro-roach side, if you will.
Yes. Yeah.
They love dirty, smelly things. You'll find them in dumpsters, around fences, feces, and in spoiled food. Bacteria, dirt, and other contaminants cling to their legs and body. As they crawl around, they carry these things with them, leaving a trail of unsanitary conditions. I'm going with yes. Roaches are dirty.
So they're dirty. Yeah. Roaches are dirty.
Roaches. So dirty.
Dirty effing roaches. How the hell did you get in here, Dave?
He's been there for a while.
Speaking of dirty roaches.
All right, because to me, the most creepy thing is the scorpion.
Ooh, yeah, that's creepy. Yeah.
Because, they've got the pinchers, they've got a weapon in the front, and then they've got the thing that they sting you with, the poison, is on the tail, it's on the back. Like from both ends, they can get you.
That creeps me out. And they're they can be huge, they can be little teeny tiny little things. And that are all of them venomous? Do we know?
According to reliable sources, Indiana Jones, it's the small ones that you have to watch out for. Those are the ones that are more poisonous.
I think that's the same way with life in general.
If Indiana Jones said it, general life. If Indiana Jones said it, it's good enough for
me. It must be true. Absolutely. I agree. Yes, scorpions, yes. Also for me, spiders. I've always been creeped out by spiders. You know what, the ones that creep me out that are pretty much harmless are the The daddy
long legs.
Oh, those are creepy.
Yeah, why does something have nothing needs that many legs?
No. Or it doesn't need to be that tall either.
So what's more creepy with a spider, when it's doing the very slow crawl thing?
Yeah.
Or when you see usually the smaller ones, and I guess they don't have to be that small, and they're just like across the floor. Your legs are too small to move that fast, you demon.
They all get me, but that one especially. Or here's one when you don't notice a cobweb and you happen to notice and there's a spider and you're freaked out because there may or may not be a spider on the end of it. And
I remember one time when I was a kid camping somewhere and just wandering through the woods and kind of jogging along, and then all of a sudden I just stopped just inches from a web that had been spread across the trees along the path, just inches from this web with this big, huge mammoth spider in the middle of it. And oh my gosh, I was that close.
Was it
dying?
Venom? Was it Spider-Man?
It was Aragog.
Aragog. I don't know.
It was that big. It was Aragog big.
That's a big ass scary spider right there. That would scare the crap out of me.
Are you familiar with the huntsman spider? Turning into spider talk. This is something my wife dealt with in Australia, which is a big spider.
Okay.
And they hang out in trees and they will jump down onto things from trees. So if you're not creeped out enough by spiders, Jay, how about large spiders that are jumping out of the trees?
No, thank you, sir.
Yeah.
For me, it's just all about the bugs and the spiders that creep me out. Like, not all bugs, cockroaches, spiders, snakes. Snakes they don't so much creep me out as they just scare me. I don't like snakes.
Snakes don't really creep me out.
I just don't like them. They serve no purpose for me. Except for
Here in Texas, of course, we have to watch out for copperheads or rattlesnakes, or if we're in the water, for the water moccasins. But just a snake that is, if someone has a pet snake, I'll pet it or hold it or whatever. I don't mind snakes in general.
Yeah. They're lower on the list for me, definitely than cockroaches and spiders and the such. Ooh, here's one. It's a bug, right? But it looks like a stick with legs on it. And it's walking around.
Oh, those are the praying mantis or the walking stick.
The walking stick, yeah. Well, there's that. Those don't creep me out, but I'm fascinated by them.
Yeah, those are cool.
Yeah.
I like those. I think it's good luck to see those. You know what else is good luck?
What's that?
Toasts.
Oh, I think you're right. Well, since this being a Christmas round, obviously, I would like to do a toast in honor of Christmas. If you want to raise your glass, sir.
Raise a glass. Raise a glass.
Here's to being naughty and saving Santa a trip.
Mm-hmm. Cheers.
Just saying being naughty is kind of creepy. That's creepy too.
Is it?
Being naughty. That's creepy.
Is it?
Yeah. Well, when, us having the conversation and me saying it to you, it's kind of creepy.
Oh. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm going to take that back.
Never do that again.
Yeah, I'm not.
Do it
never,
next week. The next exciting round of.
Oh, so what else? What else creeps you out? Doesn't have to be a bug.
Have you ever been in the woods at night, just in the middle of the woods anywhere? Does that creep you out?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, because I always feel like maybe, Bigfoot's out there.
Of course he is. Only an idiot would deny that.
Exactly. Or perhaps, I never worry about the aliens. It's more about the Bigfoots or maybe if I'm in a haunted forest of some sort.
This was, I think, about a year ago. maybe a year and a couple of months. I don't know what hunting seasons are. But
hunting seasons?
Hunting. Yeah. So
yes,
at my dad's, going to go hunting. And so we were going to get up early in the morning while it was still dark and go out to the hunting places. So the night before, I just sewed. We're looking for something to watch, and we settle on the remake of, what's the movie called? The Stephen King movie. It was That Damn Road. That movie.
Oh, Pet Sematary. Yeah.
Pet Sematary. So we watched Pet Sematary. And 2/3 of the way of the movie, I said, why are we watching this the morning before we're going to go hang out in the woods, dark woods alone?
Good point. Yeah.
But so that was a little creepy. Just took the little ATV thing out to a spot in the middle of the woods and then put a bunch of stuffs up so that nothing can see me. But of course, anything that you don't want to see you can probably still see you or smell you.
Exactly.
And that was kind of creepy.
I always think about that. I never actually think about it. Like if I'm in the tent at night, I'm in the woods, I'm camping. I don't really think
nothing
about
could get to you in the tent.
Oh God, no. Yeah, it's impossible. Yeah, for sure. But I think about it, and I don't get creeped out about it until I have to get up to go pee. Then I'm creeped out because, thankfully I'm safe in this little flimsy ass tent. Nothing could get me there.
I just thought of something, and I don't know why, but it definitely creeps me out. In the ocean, it's like playing in the water, they're in the coast. If there's a lot of seaweed, and then the seaweed's just brushing up against your leg.
Yes,
I don't like it. I don't like it. Seaweed can't hurt you, I guess, unless there's some jellyfish stuck in it or something. But
oh yeah, that would be.
It's just grass. I think is pretty much what it is. Can't hurt you. But very creepy.
The thought of standing in the middle of the ocean, or not in the middle of the ocean, but like wading in the ocean, even if it's like just up to your waist in the middle of the night, that creeps me out because I'm thinking, first of all, I can't swim that well to begin with. And if I got pulled in, some sort of tide, I'd be screwed. And then second of all, Jaws.
Yeah, he's always out there.
He's always out there. Now it's the megalodon. Yeah.
I actually kind of like that. The night beach. I don't go out too far, maybe waist deep at most, but I don't mind the night beach.
That's where they get you though. Well, as long as there's light, that reminds me, it's like, that's another thing. It's like pitch black bothers me. Like if there's no stars, there's no lights anywhere, pitch black it's kind of creepy. I experienced that this couple weeks ago.
And I don't mind
telling you. In Marfa, yeah. It was so dark you could not see. I could hold my hand in front of my face and probably not see it. It was
because a lot of the campsites and all that after 9 or 10 or so, they'll have lights out rules where you have to turn out. You can have a fire, but you can't have any electric lights to light your way.
I'm good with that. Usually when I'm camping, you can see stars, and at least you have a campfire. I'm good with that.
There was, I guess, something's, I know. We need to find a way to camp. An RV. That's what we need. That way we can be outside-ish, nature adjacent, but sleeping on a mattress, not sleeping on the ground.
Like my new favorite way to camp happened a few years ago when we were in Broken Bow. In the cabin there.
A cabin.
I like camping right? That way. That's camping right there.
This is something that really creeped me out many years ago when our friend Scott and I were camping, and we're camping in Moab. At night, if it's dark, it's dark.
Yeah.
And so I was going to go, we'd been hiking all day. I was going to go have a shower and walking over to this shower bathroom building, and it is dark. There's no light. There are no lights to turn on in this building. Yeah. So I'm thinking, you know what? I'm going to be brave. I'm just going to go into the dark. I'm going to take a shower because I ain't scared of anything.
Yeah.
Except for really creepy things. So I go and I walk into the thing and I open the door and it is, I mean, you can see nothing. And I'm thinking, I don't even know where the shower would be in here. And then I heard something growl. Or like a,
oh no.
Okay. Yes, not showering tonight or ever again, as far as I'm concerned.
Oh my God, that would creep me out. That would freak me out.
That was a level beyond creep. That was fright.
Just flat out fright. Yeah. Ooh, what about this? It's the whole idea of like, you know, the spider that gives birth and has a whole bunch of eggs in there under. Have you heard the people that have like something on their skin and they're trying to get it off, and when they realize a spider has given birth to like, 100 baby little spider eggs that they all come out of their skin. Was that a movie?
I think it was a movie. I think that was a movie. Yeah.
Or was it?
But those little nests, I mean, those spiders put a bunch of babies in there.
Yeah. Also, I don't like maggots. Those are creepy.
Oh. Yeah. Are they dirty?
I don't know how they develop. I'm like, are they like, if you set food out?
Spontaneous combustion.
It's like,
spontaneous combustion. No, they're baby flies. So the flies get in there and then lay their eggs, and then little baby flies come out, and they're like, we're just little worms that eat everything.
Yeah, we're not going to.
We have a lot of protein, so we're delicacies in some countries.
Do they all have a high pitched voice, or?
Yeah.
Oh, because they're young.
Yeah. I mean, as they get bigger, then their voices are still high because they're still tiny. They're flies.
Right. Yeah, they can't help. Help me. Well, that was exciting.
I know an old lady who swallowed a fly. All right, nope, we're not going on that. I'm not going down that rabbit trail because the alarm went off. It's the end. It's time to wrap it up.
Wrap it up.
And it's my turn to wrap. Well, we hope you've enjoyed this very special Creepy Christmas episode of Beer Thursday, where we've used this Thursday between Christmas and New Year's to talk about creepy things. We hope it brings you great topic starters, conversation starters for your New Year's Eve party this weekend. And we hope that when your friends are enthralled with this topic of things that creep you out, that you tell them, hey, you can hear this too in the next round of Beer Thursday theme song. Help me.